This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of ALCHESAY High School in White River, Arizona, as we have the Lady Roadrunners traveling down to take on the home team on the scoreboard, the ALCHESAY FALCONS. Welcome, folks. A very good evening as we're going to I'll keep my headset on and see what we can do.
We're going to turn it over to one of the ALCHESAY high school students, Roadrunners.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we have the starting lineups for the Roadrunners tonight. Harrington, Thomas, Francisco Uranga, and Bailey Williams round out the starting lineup for Coach Perkins and his Holbrook Roadrunners, as we'll have the ALCHESAY starting five shortly. As Coach Perkins talking to him before the game, his girls are ready. He's hoping it's going to be a good game, and we all know that Coach Perkins and Coach Sanchez, two of the best, are going to have their teams ready to battle each other. All right, so we have Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7, and we're going to go to our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. Folks, we'd like to note first we have some internet issues down here between the signal and the storm. We're going to be giving you the best broadcast we possibly can, but understand we're going to have a little technical difficulties as we roll through the night, but that's not going to stop us from bringing you some great high school basketball this evening. As talking to Coach Perkins, Shayla Atakai, Ava Mann, and Kamisha Bahi are all out this evening and have been out for a while. I believe it's Bahi had a broken nose, and she's cleared to practice starting tomorrow. As we get the ALCHESAY starting 5 announced, as I believe it's Quintero, Lupe, Quintero, Mansfield, Parker, Jim, and I'm trying to find the last one on my lineup here, as that's our starting 5 for ALCHESAY. So ALCHESAY has no injuries to report. Coach Sanchez feels like his team is rearing ready to go, so we're hoping for a great matchup tonight. We're going to go to our Ace Hardware keys to the game. Anytime you need a key made, any hour of the day or night, any day of the week, call Ace Hardware in the White Mountains, Sholo, Overguard, and Pine Top. And our Ace Hardware keys to the game, talking to both coaches, is going to be defense. Defense and utilizing Holbrook, going to try to utilize a little bit of size advantage they have on these ALCHESAY Falcons as we get ready to jump. We're going to have Urenga. She's going to be jumping against Alyssa Jim for the Falcons. Again, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on ITAC 106.7 is our head referee tonight. Jonah Beach is going to throw up the ball. He's joined by Quinn Ashton and Greg Chavez Sr. A side note, I'm not sure how many years this has been, but I think it's 48 or 49 for Mr. Chavez Sr. Congratulations to him. So those of you listening who are, of age are probably going to remember he did your games at some point. And good man and also a good official, but just an all-around great person, and we appreciate him and his efforts for the youth in the White Mountains. He does football, volleyball, basketball, and in the springtime you'll find him in a chest protector and shin guards behind the plate in a softball game, as we have our first 2 points of the evening by Bailey Williams for the Roadrunners, as Falcons are going to bring it forward. Quintero forward now to Mansfield. Ball up. That's going to be good. 2 points. Kylie Mansfield for the Falcons. Roadrunners against Falcon. The Roadrunners in their familiar red, white, and blue, and the Falcons in their home whites, adorned in that. I'm not sure exactly, but I know the blue is like a Columbia blue, and corn pollen yellow is what the color is called for the ALCHESAY Falcons. As the rebound is, the shot's no good. Rebound is by ALCHESAY. Quintero bringing the ball down. Quintero going to give it to, that is a Comfort Fit Denture three-pointer, and that is Keone Nashio for the Falcons, and that is a Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot. Appreciate Comfort Dentures, as here come the Roadrunners with the ball. Forward now to Urenga, no good. Rebound is by Jim. Here come the Falcons. Quintero with the ball. Quintero dribbles unassisted. Nice little fake, Hannah Quintero. 2 points for the ALCHESAY Falcons. 7-2 lead for the Falcons early on. As Harrington brings the ball forward, it's picked off. Forward now to Quintero. Quintero over to Mansfield. Mansfield over top to Peyton Parker. Parker now dribbles to the top of the key. Back in the hands of Mansfield. Mansfield looking to direct traffic as she now gives it to Nashio. Nashio going right as she's looking for Quintero, no good. Holbrook bringing on the trap. Back to the court now to Peyton Parker. Parker at the top of the key. Parker right, left. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. To Nashio. As we're going to get whistled, we're going to get a foul. And the Roadrunners are going to get whistled with their first foul. And that's going to be on Francisco. First personal, first team. I'd like to turn it over to the broadcast a little bit, folks, and give you our sponsors for tonight. Sholo Ford, Ace Hardware, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Comfort Fit Dentures, Mountain Mobile Auto Gas, and Allegra of Sholo. As there's a Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot, Kylie Mansfield for the Roadrunners. And I forgot to mention, as Mr. Beach threw up the ball, we had to get time for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off at the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College. Locations in Navajo and Apache County. Northland Pioneer College is a turnover by the Roadrunners. Now give it into the Falcons as Nashio pulls it forward. It's blocked and picked by the Roadrunners, as now we have Williams putting up a three-point shot. That's going to be no good. Rebound is going to be by Mansfield of the Falcons. Falcons now pushing it as it goes to Quintero. Quintero forward to Mansfield. No good. Whistle, foul. And that's going to go against the ALCHESAY Falcons. That's going to be against Quintero. Her first personal. That is the first team. Fresh shot clock for the Roadrunners. Harrington to inbound. As the ball goes out of bounds, it's going to go back to the Falcons, as it's meant for number 12, Sammy Thomas. It goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Falcons. We'd like to apologize, folks. Again, we're having some technical difficulties with the broadcast tonight and the internet connection we were able to procure down here. So, going to do the best we can as Alyssa Jim misses it, and Holbrook gets the rebound. Harrington going to bring the ball forward. Over now to Williams. Williams to her, right back to Harrington. 10-2 lead. Falcons on top currently. And it goes forward to number 12, Peyton Parker, and that goes out of bounds. Inbound is to Quintero. Quintero's going to bring the ball forward. She's going to drift to the top of the key. Over now to Nishio. Nishio, NBA range. Three-pointer, that's going to be no good. Rebound, Harrington. Harrington bringing the ball up. Harrington now goes over to the far side. Looks left, looks right. Now she spins. Tries to move in as she's going to be stopped in the middle of the key. That's going to go out to Williams. Williams left, right. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a travel, and that's going to be a turnover on the Roadrunners. I'm going to go back to the Falcons as we have a couple substitutions made. As Bain checks in for the Roadrunners, and I did not catch the Falcon substitution. I believe it's going to be number 20, Leah Lupe, for the Falcons. Quintero with the ball. Quintero bringing it forward. Mansfield now to Lupe. Drive is by Nishio. No good. Rebound Runners. Harrington with the ball. Harrington dribbling through traffic as she puts it forward to Uranga. Uranga tries to put it up, and it is not good. It is blocked by Leah Lupe as Lupe now pushing the ball forward. Excuse me, that is Mansfield pushing the ball forward. She throws it out of bounds. Turnover. Falcons, Roadrunner ball. Falcons bring up some pressure here early on in this first quarter. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left, 10-2. Falcons on top of the Roadrunners. To Francisco to Uranga. Uranga dribbles over on the far side. Near side, Uranga loses out of bounds, and it's going to go knocked out by the Falcons and stay and belong to the Roadrunners. Roadrunner ball. Harrington to inbound for the Runners. Over the top now to Francisco. Bain with the ball. Now back to Harrington. Harrington over on the far side. Over to Francisco. Francisco tries to drive. Now she's back forced out on the far side in the corner. As we're going to get a whistle and we're going to go out of bounds. They're going to call it out on the Falcons. Roadrunner ball as we get a great look on the replay there. As Harrington to inbound for the Runners. Harrington back to Bain. Bain to Harrington. Harrington, long three-point shot. No good. Rebound bounces off fingertips. It ends up being rebounded by Alyssa Jim. Quintero with the ball. Quintero forward to Mansfield. Back to Lupe. Back to Mansfield. And Mansfield over on the far side. She drifts it over the top to number 4. And that's going to be Nishio. She's going to be fouled. And she's going to go to the line. Up 10-2. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left here in this first quarter. As the foul is going to be on, I think they called that on Francisco. And that's Francisco's second personal. That is the second team. First free throw is no good by Nishio. And Clarencita Sosi checking in for the Roadrunners. Second free throw by Nishio is no good. Rebound is by the Falcons. Falcons get their own rebound. Now goes back inside to Jim. Jim out to Mansfield. Now to Nishio. Nishio forward to Jim. Jim puts it up. Hard fought. No good. And that's going to go against the side of the rim, and the Roadrunners are going to end up with the ball. Harrington with the ball. Harrington left, right. Now she dribbles. Forward pass knocked away. But back in the hands of the Roadrunners, as that's going to be number 50, Natoni. Farrah Natoni. 2 points. 10-4. Falcon lead early on. Ball to Nishio. Back to Mansfield. Mansfield top of the key. 3-point shot. No good. It doesn't draw anything, so that's going to go out of bounds. Roadrunner ball, and we're going to get a substitution. Harrington to inbound. ALCHESAY putting on a little bit of pressure. Forward to Bain, back to Harrington. Now over the top to Bain. Bain throws it forward to Urenga. Urenga dribbles on the far side, pitches it in, and that's going to give it up and be good. That's going to be number 42, Clarencita Sosi. As a whistle and a drive by number 10, Mansfield, no good. Roadrunner ball down 10-6, minute 31 left. Harrington over now to, I believe that's number 11. Bain with a Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot, and she shaves the lead 10-9. Falcons on top by 1, minute 17 left here. Nishio with the ball. Nishio to her right far side as it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay and belong to the Falcons. ALCHESAY ball, minute 6 left here in the first quarter. 10-9, ALCHESAY on top. Bailey Williams gets set to check back in as HOLBROOK loses the inbound. HOLBROOK tries to get the inbound pass. It is not successful. Ends up in the hands of Mansfield for the Falcons. Burnett with the ball, now stolen by Channing Harrington. 2 points for her. The sophomore now puts the Roadrunners on top 11-10. Lupe with the ball. Lupe over on the near side to Mansfield. Mansfield now to Nishio. Nishio looks left, looks right. She puts up a three-point shot. That's going to be no good. Rebound. Rebound's going to end up with the Falcons. Lupe back to Nishio. Nishio three-point shot, no good. Falcons with the rebound. That's going to be no good. As number 42 for the Falcons, Burnett puts it back up and in. It's going to be no good. Roadrunners are on top 11-10. Harrington with the ball. Harrington over to Bain. Bain back to Harrington. Harrington, long three-point shot. No good. That's not going to draw anything, go out of bounds. So with 8.6 seconds left here in the first quarter, Holbrook's up 11-10. However, it is ALCHESAY's ball. So I've been informed that, you talk about groups and mascots. So I've been informed that a group of Roadrunners is called a marathon and a group of Falcons is called a cast. So take that for what it's worth, but you have a marathon and a cast as the quarter is going to come to an end. And that is going to be Holbrook up 11-10. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back to Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067, worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As we get set for the start of the second quarter, which leads us to our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off of the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College, now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College is the Roadrunners bring the ball. Set now to Bain. Bain throws it in, and it's picked off by the Falcons. That's Imoni Beach with the ball. Forward to number 10, Mansfield. Mansfield no good. Roadrunners with the ball. No, it is intercepted by the Falcons as Lupe gets it and sends it back in. That's going to go inside to Burnett. Burnett's going to put it up. And that's going to be no good, but Burnett is going to go to the line with the chance to even this score up, if not go ahead. No good.
Sammy Thomas coming to the line for Roadrunners. Kamari Classy from Falcons.
Burnett's first free throw is no good. Second free throw is on its way. It is good. Burnett sinks her second and ties up this game with 7:32 left. We're knotted at 11. Holbrook to inbound. Williams to inbound. Williams forward to Sosi. Back to Williams. Now Williams over the top pass to Thomas. Thomas left, right. Back now to Williams. Williams goes to her right. Now back to her left. Over in the corner. Sosi. Sosi puts it up. No good. That's going to be gathered in. It's going to be given. The rebound's going to be given to Beach. Imani Beach. Try to get that one right. Forward now as it's intended for Class A. Goes out of bounds and it's going to belong to the Roadrunners. Williams is going to inbound. Forward now by the Roadrunners. That's going to put Heidi Bahi with a long air ball. Now Falcons have it. Falcons bring the ball down. We're going to have a shot put up. The shot is put up by number 15, Imoni Beach. It's going to be no good, but Burnett's going to get the rebound, and Burnett's going to put it right back for 2 points as Holbrook's getting pressured here. Thomas with the ball. Forward now to Bahi. Gathered in by Bain. Bain now to her, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay, though. It's going to be knocked out on the Falcons. 13-10. ALCHESAY on top of the Holbrook Roadrunners as Urenga is going to check back in, as well as Harrington. Coach Perkins giving both of them a break early in this second quarter. Holbrook to inbound. Bain into Harrington. Coach Perkins calling out a play. His players slipping into position to respond. Over now to Thomas. Thomas inside to Bailey Williams. 2 points, Bailey Williams. 13 all. Good ball game here early on. Falcons with the ball, forward to number 15. That is Imoni Beach. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul as she tries to push it in. But we get a foul, and the foul is going to be on Williams. That's going to be her first personal. It's going to be the first team of the quarter. As Quintero checking in. Quintero, only 2 points in that first quarter, but very instrumental in getting this Falcons lead to where it was. Lupe to inbound. Lupe to Burnett. Burnett puts it in. 2 points for the Falcons. 15-13. The seesaw battle, as it were. Forward now to Urenga. Urenga for the Roadrunners. Urenga now dribbles out in the corner on the far side. Inside to Thomas. Thomas puts it up, no good. Rebound. It's going to slip out. It's going to go out on Burnett, but Burnett being in great position there to get that rebound. Roadrunner ball, setting up the play. Harrington to inbound. Now over on the far side to Bain. Bain dribbles back, gives it to Williams. That's to number 12, Thomas. Thomas no good on the shot. Whistle out of bounds. Falcon ball. Falcons, Roadrunners, it's all about the birds tonight. Quintero with the ball. Quintero over the middle to Classe. Burnett with the ball. Now Burnett kicks it out to number 15, Imoni Beach. 3 points. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-pointer, 18-13. ALCHESAY steadily getting their lead back as Harrington with the ball. Harrington now pushes it forward to Bain. Bain forward now to Williams. Williams about an 18-foot jumper. That's going to be good. Bailey Williams, 18-foot jumper, cuts the lead to 3, 18-15. Falcons on top. Classe with the ball. Classe inside to Burnett. Burnett puts it up and in. That's another 2 points for her. That's 7 for her in this quarter. Holbrook with the ball. Forward to Bain. Back now to Harrington. Harrington spins off her left, drives, puts up a floater, no good. And we're going to get a foul on Burnett as Burnett reached over the top of Harrington to get the ball. They are going to call that on Burnett. That's going to be her first personal. That's going to be, I believe, the first team of the quarter. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it to the Show LaForge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Shoulder Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com, as the Holbrook Roadrunners are going to get an inbound ball after the foul on Burnett, as Harrington's going to bring in the ball. She's given the ball over the top to, I believe that's Uranga. It is Uranga. Uranga with the ball. Here come the Falcons. No good by Uranga. Falcons with the ball. We're going to pull forward, and it's going to be out of bounds, and they're going to say it's out on the Falcons, which is going to mean Roadrunner ball. Harrington to inbound.
Francisco put it back to the limit.
Harrington now to Francisco, back to Harrington. Harrington dribbles to the middle, now sends it over the time stripe to Francisco. Inside to Williams. Williams left, right. Now Williams off to Uranga. It's going to be no good. Roadrunner ball, Falcon ball, 20-15. Ball ends up in the hands of Burnett. Burnett inside now. Burnett kicks it out to Beach. And that's another Comfort Fit Dentures 3-pointer for Beach. 23-15. Falcons go on top as Harrington goes in, goes back, gets the ball. Now forward to Francisco, back to Harrington. Harrington crosses over the time stripe to Williams. Williams, 19-foot jumper, no good. Burnett just reaches up and steals it out of the sky. As now Burnett gives it forward to Quintero, who crosses over half court. Quintero now throws it in the corner. The corner to Beach. And Uranga ends up with a whistle. No, excuse me, not a whistle. She gets a steal, and she's going to send it way forward to Bailey Williams. Bailey Williams is going to put in for 2 points, 23-17, 3 minutes and 19 seconds left. As the ball forward intended for Burnett, it's knocked away slightly. Now Burnett tips it back to Quintero, throws it in the corner to Beach. Beach puts it up, no good. Uranga with the rebound as we get a whistle, and we're going to get an injury as Burnett goes down, and that is not good news if you're a Falcon fan. As Burnett goes down, they call an injury timeout to get her off the court, and Burnett has been absolutely dominant this quarter with 7 points, although you can't underestimate the effort of Beach, who has 6 in the form of 2 Comfort Fit Dentures 3-pointers. Roadrunners to inbound Harrington. Inbounds to Francisco, goes right back to Harrington. Forward now to Francisco to Williams. Williams over on the far side. Williams going to put up a 3-pointer. She's going to not get it. Rebound to Uranga. Uranga puts it right back up and in, and that is where Holbrook has got to capitalize with Burnett being out of the game. 23-19. ALCHESAY on top of Holbrook. As Quintero comes this side, as Harrington's going to knock it away, but they're going to whistle Harrington with her first personal foul of the night. As Massey is going to inbound for the Roadrunners just over to the side of our table here. Massey with the ball. Over to Lupe. Back to Quintero. Over to Jim. Jim to Lupe. Back to Class A. Inside, no good. Rebound is, that's 23, that's Jim. Jim puts it up, gets her own rebound, and puts it right back up and in, and finishes. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. As we're going to get a steal by the Falcons. No, it goes to the floor, as we're going to get a travel on Francisco, as she almost had a steal. In fact, I think she might even be credited with it. Because they called the travel, she would therefore be credited with the steal. Lupe to inbound for the Falcons. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left, 25-19, Falcons on top of the Roadrunners as Quintero gets the ball. Quintero back now to Lupe. Lupe left, right. Lupe back to Massey. Massey. Quintero, 3-point shot. No good. Rebound is, oh my goodness. What a play by Jim to grab that rebound. And on the way out of bounds, throw that ball back up and in to swish it through off the backboard for 2 points. Williams with the ball. Williams now tries to throw it forward to Francisco, but it's intercepted by Massey. That's going to be a 3-point shot by the Falcons. That's going to be Lupe with the 3-point shot. It's going to be airballed. Roadrunners are going to get it back, so it's going to be Roadrunner ball. No, they're giving it to the Falcons. I am sorry. They must have called it out of bounds on the Roadrunners. Falcon ball. My apologies, folks. Inbound is to ALCHESAY. That's Massey. No, that's Classy. And she is down as she misses a shot and rolls out. And it's going to be Falcon ball out on the Roadrunners. Classy with the ball on the inbound. Sends it back now to Lupe. Lupe brings it over back to Classy. Classy at the free throw line. Now she gives it to Massey. Massey left hand, left side. 2 points. 29-19. ALCHESAY extends the lead to 10 as Harrington has the ball. Harrington over to Francisco as we're going to get a foul on Massey. And that's going to be the second team foul. That's going to be Massey's first personal as we come over to inbound. Harrington to inbound for the Runners. Backcourt sends it to Thomas. Thomas does bring it across the time stripe. Over to Francisco. Francisco to Harrington. Harrington to her left. Harrington left. Now she dribbles all around the far side. Kicks it out now to Williams. Williams takes a dribble, takes two. Gives it back to Harrington. Harrington sends it to the top of the key to Francisco. Francisco, comfort fit dentures. 3-point shot. Maya Francisco, something that they desperately needed in Roadrunner land as Quintero brings the ball over. Quintero now goes to the top of the key. She tries to drive out forward to Classy. Over to Massey. To Lupe. Lupe puts it up, no good, as they're going to call Alyssa Jim with a push. And if that was what people would call the fictitious over the back. However, there's no such penalty, foul as over the back. It's just a push, FYI. Harrington with the ball. Harrington long court to Williams. Williams looks inside to Natoni. 2 points, Roadrunners. Desperate to get back into this game in this second quarter. Down 29-24, 20 seconds left. ALCHESAY on top by 5. Quintero ball, and Quintero loses it out of bounds. That's going to be with 14 seconds left. Ball to the Roadrunners as Coach Perkins scoops up the ball, gives it to our head referee tonight, Jonah Beach, and he promptly gives it to Harrington, who inbounds to her teammate Thomas. Back to Harrington, back to Thomas. Thomas now long forward pass to, actually it's going to be a steal by Jim, but that looked as good of a pass as you can get, as Quintero's going to put up a three-pointer. That's going to be good at Comfort. Fit Dentures three-pointer to win the half. 32-24, your halftime score. We're going to go ahead and take a break and come back and give you our Honda Ski and Outdoor Halftime Show, the Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
This is iTalk 1067's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Welcome back. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we have, I believe this is senior night for the Lady Falcons who've put their time into the ALCHESAY basketball program. As we're going to go ahead and have our video, just watch that as we're going to go ahead and give you some talk about the first quarter. But first we have to remind you that this is our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Head to the Honda Ski and Outdoor store south of Pine Top on Highway 260 just before you get to the Honda Casino. As we're going to look at some of the first half highlights here, as the ALCHESAY Falcons are on top 32-24 on the Holbrook Roadrunners. As Holbrook with a nice 13-point quarter. However, the Falcons erupted that quarter for, let's see, I mean, I know it's a lot of points if I can do my math, but 9, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 16, 19, 22. Making sure my math is mathing, and it is, which is a miracle in itself. As you look at our first half highlights, and the thing that sticks out to me is the play of Uriah Burnett. However, during our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show, I got to give you a little update on our Summit Regional Medical Center. As I was out in the hallway as they were taping up Burnett, and I heard the medic say it's going to depend on if she can go. So something to look forward to as our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report during our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. But Burnett has been a force for the Falcons with 7, but her presence underneath she has been absolutely dominant, grabbing the boards for her squad. The other thing I think is going to come into play is the play of Harrington. Harrington doesn't have a lot of points on the night for the Roadrunners, but how she's going to play moving forward in this half and in this ball game, helping her squad. They rely on her quite a bit. Bailey Williams has been the solid point scorer for the Roadrunners with 8. And for the Falcons, Burnett does have 7. However, Emoni Beach has 6, and that is in the form of 2 3-pointers. As we got our Honda Ski and Outdoor, continuing our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. Also in the second half, I think when I look down the play of the ALCHESAY Falcons, there's hardly any players on my roster that haven't checked into the ball game. So going to see how they respond and what they do. Coach Sanchez is definitely spreading it around and letting his girls play, but it looks like they're having their senior night here, so not a lot of chance to make those halftime adjustments. However, I said this earlier, you have Coach Greg Perkins of the Roadrunners and Coach Rick Sanchez of the ALCHESAY Falcons, 2 of the very good coaches in this league. When you look at some of the coaches in this league, of course, Mike Brogan, who has his Lobos sitting at number 1 in the Copper Division right now, as well as number 1 in 3A. Coach Perkins, who's very seasoned and experienced, and Coach Sanchez as well. So our 3 very good coaches in this conference and in this league and going to battle. So Coach Sanchez will have it figured out here. But folks, as we move to take a break here before we come back and give you second half action, we have to remind you that this is our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. For the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear, go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor store south of Pine Top on Highway 260. Just before you get to the Honda Casino, I was able to pass it on the way down. They've always got a lot of great things going on there, so check them out. They make these, they're one of the sponsors that make these broadcasts great. So we're going to go ahead and conclude our halftime show and move forward to give you a commercial break before we start the second half. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 1067's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 or worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we finish senior night. So we had a little bit of an extended halftime we weren't prepared for, but that's okay as the officials are now on the court and we're going to get set for this second half action as we get set for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off at the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College, now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College. As Mr. Jonah Beaches gets set over there as our head referee tonight. Mr. Beach joined by Mr. Chavez Sr. and Mr. Quinn Ashton in this. So 3 of the best from the AIA get sent to officiate this ballgame, and we do appreciate them. They do get a little bit of coin. They do get a little bit of cash for doing this, but they perfect their craft. They watch these games. They scrutinize over calls, and I've actually heard an official a time or two after a game admit they were wrong, but I'm not going to say who, folks. Wink, wink. As Holbrook inbounds the ball down 32-24 as it goes in the corner. Harrington with a 3-point shot. We talked about Harrington in our Honda Ski and Outdoor store getting involved as she misses the 3-pointer. Forward now to Quintero. Quintero for the Falcons. Inside 2. That is number 23, Alyssa Jim. 2 points to extend the ALCHESAY lead. Harrington with the ball. Harrington crosses over the time stripe to Francisco. Francisco looks to Uranga. Now out to number 12. That is Thomas. Back to Francisco, back to Harrington. Harrington now over on the near side. Sends it in the middle of Francisco. Over to Thomas. Thomas, three-point shot. No good, and that's going to go off. That's not going to hit any iron substance. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the ALCHESAY Falcons, 34-24. 10-point lead, 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in this quarter. As we have an early substitution, as Jamie Bain is going to check in for the Roadrunners. Quintero now with the ball. Quintero moving her team forward. Quintero crosses over the time stripe. And now Harrington gives it to, that is number 12, Parker. And we get a three-point attempt by Mansfield, and that's going to be a Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot as Mansfield gives the Falcons a 13-point lead. Williams with the ball for the Roadrunners, back to Harrington. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go to the ALCHESAY Falcons as Mr. Chavez saw it go off a knee. No, we're going to have a little conference between our two officials, and they're going to say, no. It did not go off a knee. It went off a hand, and it's going to stay and belong to the Holbrook Roadrunners. Love it how these officials come together, make sure they get the call right. Great job by them. Francisco with the ball. Francisco now over to the volleyball line in the center of the key. Forward now to Bain. Bain to Williams. Williams now drives, puts it up, no good. But we're going to get a foul as the Falcons are going to be whistled for their first team foul. That is going to be on. They're going to call that on Nashio. Okay, I'm going to have to remember that one. You guys, if you've listened to my broadcasts on here on iTalk, and anytime you know that butchering names is part of my problem. As I'm just going to say that as number 10 for Winslow boys, we've just struggled with his. Although last game I did get it right the whole night, and it was great. As Williams does miss both her free throws, 37-24. Roadrunners on top. Now to Jim. Jim spin move. Jim looks to drive, no good. And now she attempts to pass Jim, and it's going to be picked off by Williams as Williams now brings the ball forward for the Roadrunners, looking to cut into the Falcon lead as Williams drives, dishes off to Harrington. Harrington up and underneath. 2 points. Harrington getting involved in that offense. Quintero, no, that is not. That is Quintero with the ball. Quintero being guarded by Bain. As Harrington now intercepts it, gets the roll. She drives for a layup and single-handedly puts it up and in, drops it for two. Quintero inbound from Nashio. To Parker. Over in the corner, I believe that's Jim with the ball. It is Jim to Quintero. Back to Mansfield. Mansfield now brings it to the top of the key. Mansfield left, right, makes a move. She drives. Pass to Nashio. 2 points. Kiani Nashio. ALCHESAY Falcons 39-28. Falcons on top by 11. Williams with the ball back to Harrington. Harrington over on the far side to, I believe that's Williams. Or Urenga, excuse me. And Urenga loses it. However, Bain gets it, puts it back in for 2 points. 39-30, 9-point lead for the Falcons. As Quintero brings the ball over the time start for the Falcons, she sends it forward to Mansfield. Mansfield drives the lane, goes the baseline on the far side. Mansfield, Kylie Mansfield, 2 points. She's having a monster quarter right now. Harrington bringing the ball over. Harrington now to Bain. Bain forward to Williams. To Francisco. Francisco free throw jumper. No good. Rebound Harrington. Harrington clears the lane herself. And Jim is going to come up with a block for the ALCHESAY Falcons. Mansfield with the ball now. Mansfield being guarded close by Francisco. Mansfield drives. She's going to put him in. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to say, I believe they're going to call a blocking foul, but I believe they're going to call it on the ground. They're going to call Bain with her first personal foul, and they're going to say, no, she did make it. So Mansfield's going to get 2 and the 1. 43-30. Mansfield with a chance to extend the lead. She takes a look at the basket, fires the ball on its way. It is good. Kylie Mansfield. Roadrunner ball. Williams with the ball. Over now to Harrington. Harrington to her left. Harrington over on the near side. Forward to Williams. Williams Takes a step, drives, tries to put it up. It's going to be contested. Now over to Bain, back into Williams. Williams over on the far side to Harrington, near side to Harrington. Harrington loses it. It goes to the ground, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout by Coach Perkins as Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC, Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back, Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as the ALCHESAY Falcons are up 44-30 on the Roadrunners. The cast of Falcons up on the Marathoner Roadrunners here in this ball game. As Harrington is going to inbound as the Roadrunners have maintained possession. Harrington with the ball, Harrington looking. 5 count is going. Harrington now over to Bain. Bain, 3-point shot, way over the mark. Rebound, Nashio. Forward to Parker. Parker over to Mansfield. Mansfield left right now. Mansfield gets open. Mansfield makes about a 9. Takes about a 9-foot jumper. It's going to be no good. Rebound, Roadrunners. Harrington. Harrington forward with it. Guarded by Mansfield. Now Harrington sends it over to Williams. Intended for Williams, but it's going to go way over the top, land out of bounds. Falcon ball, 3:36 left, 44-30 here in the third quarter. Nashio, forward to Parker. Parker back to Nashio, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and we're going to have a turnover again as we have back-to-back turnovers. However, the Falcons with a 14-point lead with the Roadrunners just trying to stay in this ball game as we are under halfway through this third quarter as Harrington with the ball. Harrington over now to Bain, back to Harrington. Over to Francisco. Francisco, 3-point shot, in and out, no good. Rebound, Nashio. Forward to Mansfield, Kylie Mansfield. Mansfield loses it to Harrington. Harrington now bringing it to the middle. Now over to the near side, it's the 28-foot line. She dribbles in and out. Forward to Williams. Williams now backs it out at the free throw line, sends it to Harrington. Out on top. Back to Williams. Williams top of the key. Williams contested. She's over to Francisco. Francisco over on the far side to Harrington. Harrington now goes to her left. Now she drives the lane, puts it up and in. That's going to be no good. Rebound, Bain. Bain being guarded very closely by Nashio. To Uranga. To Williams. Williams now posts up, but she's out on the far lane. Over to Bain. To Francisco. 23 on the shot clock. As Bain tries to drive, it's going to be knocked away, but Bain does grab it back. Now to Williams. Williams now to the right, back to Bain. Bain, 3-point shot. No good. Uranga with the rebound. Uranga up 2 points, and she is fouled for the Roadrunners as she's going to get an and one, proverbial and one, 44-32. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. As Bain checking out, and she's going to be replaced by Heidi Bahi for the Roadrunners. Uranga's and one is on its way. It is good for the Holbrook Roadrunners. Coach Perkins and his squad down 44-33 as Nashio inbounds to Parker. Parker forward to Quintero. Quintero, long court pass to Nashio. She puts it up, no good, but it's going to be Jim right there with the rebound. As Jim gets it, sends out to Quintero. Quintero, 18-foot jumper, no good. Williams for the Roadrunners with the rebound. Whistle, foul, and it's going to stay on the ground as no. They are calling Harrington with an elbow. I don't know if we can see that on a replay or not, but I would love to get a picture of that just happening. As we look on the replay here, and I don't see it, but I'm guessing it was seen as the Roadrunners do intercept the ball again on the passing from the Falcons. Harrington with the ball forward now, and that is that Bahi? That is Heidi Bahi, 24. Parker, whistle, timeout, Coach Sanchez. We're going to take it to the Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
At some At Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Welcome back to Show Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. We welcome all you listening to our broadcast tonight from Show Ford. We apologize for our internet is a bit glitchy, but the audio's good, so sorry folks. Muting it and just watching might not be an option tonight, so you're going to have to tune in to this old boy broadcasting as Quintero brings the ball over. Quintero to Nacio. Nacio top of the key. Now Nacio drives. She looks to Jim, no pass, she holds it. Now in the hands of number 20, Lupe, off the mark, no good, rebound, Urenga back to Harrington. Harrington for the Runners, bringing the ball over, 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Roadrunners down by 9. Forward now to Bailey Williams, three-point shot is no good. Rebound Quintero as Quintero jumps in the middle of the key, grabs that ball, throws it down. Forward now to, I want to say that's number 20. That's Lupe. Lupe misses, grabs her own rebound, no good. Lupe gets it again, puts it up, no good. Quintero ends up with the slop. She puts it back up and in, 46-35, 11-point lead for the Falcons. Williams with the ball for the Roadrunners. As Williams has it knocked away by Quintero, but it's going to be a tip, so it's not going to go backcourt. However, the shot clock does not reset. 20 on the shot clock for the Roadrunners. Harrington the ball. Harrington now in the middle to Williams. Give and go to Harrington. Harrington tries to go up and in, but it's going to be knocked away by Jim. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Roadrunners, with 14 on the shot clock, down 46-35, are going to get the ball. Inside to Urenga. Urenga puts it off the glass. It's not going to be good. Rebound Nacio. Forward to Beach. Beach now to her right. Stops to Jim. Jim, good. 2 points. Alyssa Jim. As we have not seen Burnett this half for the Falcons, assuming that ankle is not good. Now over to Francisco for the Runners. Francisco drives. She's blocked by Alyssa Jim. Monster blocked by Jim. Forward to Beach. Beach dishes it off at the last minute to Quintero. Quintero puts it up 2 points for the Roadrunners. 15-point lead. As we're going to end the third quarter, we're going to go ahead and take it to the Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
Welcome back to Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get set for the start of the fourth quarter with the score 50-35 in favor of the ALCHESAY Falcons. And it's time for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, do it at the hometown with the lowest tuition in the state, now having bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop Sholo and 102.5 Pinetop, a Kopaniki Communications station. As Alyssa Jim is fouled, she's going to go to the line to look at the first points of the fourth quarter for the Falcons. First attempt is no good, as the Falcons with 18 points in that quarter to the Roadrunners 11, and that's why we have a 15-point lead, 50-35, 7:52 left. Jim looking at the rim. Her second free throw is on its way. It is good. The second one's good. Alyssa Jim for the Falcons. Jim with 9 on the night. Forward now to the Roadrunners. That's Williams. Williams backs up, three-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot. Bailey Williams of the Holbrook Roadrunners. Quintero with the ball for the Falcons. Being guarded by Harrington. She backs off, throws it long court pass to number 15, Beach. Inside to Jim. Jim, steady as she goes. 2 points. Alyssa Jim, 53-37. Falcons on top of the Roadrunners. As Harrington brings it forward, Harrington pushes the ball, now drives the lane. Harrington puts up a floating 8-footer, no good. Harrington with her own rebound, out to Francisco. 3-point range, Francisco no good. Rebound to Nashio for the Falcons. Nashio looking. Has Beach to her right. She fakes it to Beach, puts it up and in. And that's going to be Keone Nashio, 2 points for the Falcons. 55-37, Falcons on top of the Roadrunners. Harrington with the ball. Harrington right. Now Harrington's going to drive the lane, except it's stripped away by Nashio. Nashio now looking to drive forward to Lupe. Lupe back to Nashio. Left, right, knocked out of bounds. Nashio looking. Now she forces it in. Intended for Jim. Stolen by Natoni of the Roadrunners. Harrington with the ball. Harrington forward. Forward to Kettley. Out, and that's going to be Bailey Williams with another Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it. This is Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back. Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As 6 minutes and 13 seconds left to tick off in this fourth quarter, as the ALCHESAY Falcons up 55-40. Apologize for our broadcast this evening, folks. Had a rough time getting an internet connection, but nonetheless, we'll have the boys game right after this, and look forward to you guys tuning in again. As a great night for basketball, as we are going to start a little bit late, looks like, being 7-11 on the clock and having the senior night for the girls in the middle of this broadcast at halftime. Nashio with the ball. Nashio now back to Mansfield. Mansfield over to Beach. Beach to Quintero. Back now to Mansfield, who dribbles to the top of the key. Gives to Nashio. Nashio looks for a three-point shot. Now she gives it to Quintero, who takes it to the 28-foot line at the top of the key. And she's going to slide that foot just a hair. She's going to travel. That's going to be a turnover for the ALCHESAY Falcons, up 55-40 on the Holbrook Roadrunners. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the game. Harrington now with the ball on the inbounds for the Roadrunners. Harrington over here on the far side to Williams. Williams now to the top of the key, inside to Francisco. Francisco to Harrington. That's going to be good. Channing Harrington, 2 points, clawing back in for the Roadrunners, 55-42. Quintero now pushes it to Mansfield. Mansfield left, right. Now Mansfield looks to drive. Mansfield, wide open path. It's no good. Rebounded by Jim. Jim puts it back up and in. No good. Jim gets her own rebound, and she comes down with it. But we're going to get a whistle. They're going to call that on the floor. So we're going to get 44. That's going to be Williams. That's going to be her second personal, second team of the quarter. And they're going to call it on the ground. So that's going to be Nashio to inbound to Mansfield. Mansfield, no good. Rebound by Nashio. To Jim. Jim puts it up and in. No good. Jim gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. No good. Jim gets the rebound to get a whistle, and we're going to get a push foul. However, they're going to call it on the ground again. But more importantly, that's Holbrook's third foul, as Angelica Urenga is going to check back in for the Roadrunners, as well as Tyra Gashoni is going to check in for the ALCHESAY Falcons, as Nashio to inbound. Nashio, excuse me, to inbound. Inbound is to Mansfield. Mansfield stripped away by Urenga. Urenga back to Harrington. Harrington brings the ball over the time stripe. Over on the far side. Looking. Harrington now to Urenga. Uranga over to Williams, back to Harrington. Harrington bringing the ball over. Back to Williams. Williams to Uranga. Uranga drives the lane, guarded by Jim. That's going to be Angelica Uranga. That almost looked way too easy for her as she dumps in her 7th point of the night. 55-44. ALCHESAY ball. Nashio with the ball to Beach. Beach, Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot. Emone Beach for, and that is her 3rd 3-pointer. Stay tuned, folks. After this game, we have our Deemer's Glass man of the game, as well as our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, as we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors. Give us a little bit right now. Sholo Ford, Ace Hardware, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Comfort Fit Dentures, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Allegra of Sholo. As ALCHESAY gets the ball up, 58-44, 14-point lead. Halfway through this 4th quarter has now ticked by. Nashio with the ball. Nashio left, right. Now she spins, outside the key. Intended for Gashoni, no good. Forward to Francisco for the Roadrunners as it's picked off. Francisco back to Williams. Williams to Harrington. Harrington inside to Uranga. Uranga spin move, puts it up, no good. Rebound. Rebound is Mansfield for the Runners. Forward to Beach. Beach back now to Jim. Jim, it goes off Jim's foot. And we're going to have a tie up on the court. We're going to have a jump ball. And I believe, according to the alternating possession, it is going to go to the Roadrunners because the Falcons got it at the corner. And for only the 2nd or 3rd time in my life, I am right. As Harrington gets the ball for the Roadrunners, tips it into Williams, and Williams kindly gives it back to Harrington. Harrington over to Williams. Left, right, now Williams with the ball. Inside to Francisco. Francisco takes a step inside the key, throws it out now for, that's Sosi. Pardon me, folks, I missed that one, missed the number. Nashoni with the ball. Nashio, excuse me. To Mansfield, no good. Ball's knocked away, Harrington ends up with it. 2-on-1, forward to Francisco. Francisco, left side, left hand. It is good, we're getting a whistle, and we're getting a 30-second timeout. As we're going to go ahead and take it to the Sholo Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back, Sholo Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. ALCHESAY up on the Holbrook Roadrunners, 58-46. As Gashoni with the ball to Burnett, who's back in there hobbling a little bit. As we're going to go back and look at that replay right before that timeout, and it looks like we had one of the ALCHESAY players hurt on that replay. As we see where they call that timeout as Jim comes down and makes one. Williams is going to miss a 3-pointer. It's going to be no good. It's going to be saved by the Falcons. Going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay and belong to the Roadrunners. The basket down here, was Jose, not Jim. I apologize for that. I had to get to the score table to get that correct. Want to make sure we give all the press we can to these young ladies out here competing. Ball goes out of bounds, out on the Falcons. Roadrunner ball. Harrington with the ball. Harrington back to Francisco, back to Harrington. Dribbling. Now Francisco, and it's going to be lost, and either it's going to go out of bounds or we're going to get a backcourt violation. It does go out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Falcons. Up 60-46, up 14. Just under 2 minutes left to play in this 4th quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. We do have the boys' game right after. We're going to reset and get ready to go with that one. Beach with the ball on the inbound. And I'm not familiar with some of these players in right now for the Falcons, as Gashoni gets the ball. She gets the ball from Classe. Classe did see some time in the first half back in here in this fourth quarter. 60-46, 14-point lead. As Gashoni's going to inbound the ball. As we're going to have Leah Massey check back in for the Falcons. Inside to Burnett. Inbound is to Burnett. Forward to Beach. Beach loses it, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Holbrook Roadrunners. Roadrunner ball. Harrington bringing it forward. Harrington now dribbling on the far side. She drives the lane, puts up a scoop shot. They're going to call that a foul. The basket's going to be no good. So I believe Channing Harrington's going to go to the line and shoot a couple, as we will have the boys game for you after this. We apologize tonight for the internet connection. However, we're going to do what we can to bring you a great game tonight between the Holbrook Roadrunners and Coach Delmar Johnson traveling down here to ALCHESAY to take on Coach Kyle Goklish and his ALCHESAY Falcons. Two very good coaches in this league. Very, very good coaches, as we have some of the best in the region tonight between the girls and the boys. Some of the best officials, some of the best players, some of the best coaches, one of the worst broadcasters. And we'll just go with that, as the second free throw is on its way. It is no good as well. Rebound, Gashoni. And Gashoni throws it forward, intended for Nashio, and it goes out of bounds. Roadrunner ball. Minute 32 left, 60-46. Harrington now has it picked off by Quintero. Quintero now forward for Massey. Massey drives the lane. She scoops. That's going to be good for Kamari Classe. 2 points, and we're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and let's see what they call here. We are going to get a full timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk1067.com. As we tick down the final minutes of this game, stay tuned, folks, for our our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, as well as our Deemer's Glass man of the game. And Massey with the ball for the Falcons. Massey over to Gashoni. Gashoni throws it in and over to Jim. Jim takes a drive. Jim tries to drive the lane. No good. It is going to be grabbed in by Sosi of the Roadrunners. Forward to Bain. Bain dribbles over. Bain over now to Sosi. Sosi, three-point shot, no good. Rebound is number 25 for the Falcons, Tyra Gashoni. Back now to Quintero. 34 left. 62-46. Falcons on top. Quintero over now to number 30. That is Lavender. Callie Lavender inside to Jim. Jim, no good. She puts up a shot, but we're going to get a whistle. We're getting a foul. ALCHESAY spreading around the points tonight as Mansfield with 13 on the night for the Falcons. Massey with 2, as well as Classe with 4. And Burnett still with 7. She came in for a little bit and took her out as Jim makes her second free throw. That's going to put her at 12 on the night. 20 seconds left, 63-46. Falcons on top. Bain with the ball. Bain inside. It's going to be knocked away. Bain does get it back. Now to Bahi. Bahi puts it up, no good. Rebound is Jim. Jim forward to Massey, 6 seconds. 5 seconds as Falcons are going to be content to run it out as Jim. Now out to, as Gashoni is going to take a final shot. It's going to be no good. Your final tonight, 63-46, as we go immediately to our Deemer's Glass man of the game. And your Deemer's Glass man of the game is going to be Number 10, Kylie Mansfield, the sophomore for the ALCHESAY Falcons, as she had 13 on the night, and she was everywhere on the court. And congratulations to her, as we have number 10, Kylie Mansfield with our Deemers Glass last man of the game. We're going to hopefully be joined. I'm going to try to grab her real quick. Alyssa, can you join me? Can you join me? All right, folks, I've done my best and tried to get our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, and I am joined by our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. And the first thing I want to say is I appreciate the gift with your name on it given to me tonight. Thank you for that, as I love the hospitality down here. Alyssa, the first thing I want you to do is talk about the game tonight, the preparation coming in, and what you guys did to get a commanding 63-46 win.
Well, first of all, it's more like our coach, Rick Sanchez. He always motivates us at the beginning, saying that we play our own game and we'll win. That means like everyone playing, everyone passing, and everyone scoring at the same time.
I did notice your scoring was spread very evenly. And I noticed when Burnett went down, that was kind of a blow to your team. Holbrook got a little bit, but you stepped up in that second half, and that's part of the reason you're our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, is you stepped up in the second half. I want to talk about, when Burnett went down, did you tell yourself, I got to pick this up, or did you just play your game?
Yeah, I told myself I had to pick it up because I really wanted to win. I know we all want to win so we can make it into playoffs, to have that good spot.
Well, Alyssa, I can't thank you enough. Now, before we go, I got to ask you, I need one shout out to one of your teammates and why you're giving them a shout out.
I like to say a shout out to Raya for she was playing a really good game until she got hurt. I believe if she didn't get hurt, she would have had a really good game as well.
I believe so too, and we hope she's not hurt bad. But Alyssa, you're a senior. This is senior night. How does it feel to be leaving this gym with a big win like this on senior night?
I feel really happy, but I feel really sad because my season's ending.
And I feel for you. But Alyssa, great job tonight. A 63-46 win. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your hard work and what you did to this program. And we appreciate all you do. And great job. Congratulations. And we'll see you next time. And folks, before we sign off, our Alyssa Jim is our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Thank you for joining us.
All right, thank you.
All right, Alyssa Jim, folks, not a loss for words. The senior playing on her senior night. As we're going to get set, folks, to flip it to the boys broadcast. Your final tonight in the girls game, as the ALCHESAY Falcons defeat the Holbrook Roadrunners by a score of 63-46. This has been Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemers Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airways, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airways is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we come to you live from the campus of ALCHESAY High School in White River, Arizona for the HOLBROOK Roadrunners traveling down to take on the home team on the scoreboard, the ALCHESAY Falcons, as we get set for our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center pregame. As I've talked to both coaches, and HOLBROOK's rearing to go. ALCHESAY does have an injury, and I didn't get a name, and that's okay. But said Coach Goklish has said they've been about 2 weeks and are recovering from not having him, and they're ready to go. So our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center. Summit Regional Medical Center is everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. Summit Regional Medical Center. As next we go to our Ace Hardware pregame. Our Ace Hardware keys to the game. Ace Hardware is a 24/7 locksmith. Anytime you're locked out of your car, just need a key. Replace any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. And our Ace Hardware keys to the game. Folks, I say this a lot, but I absolutely mean it. It is fundamental basketball. Dribbling, passing, rebounding, shooting. Emphasis on the rebounding night as both teams come in fairly equal. Both coaches claim this is going to be a very good game. And we're going to have ourselves hopefully a ball game here at ALCHESAY High School as we're going to get set to have the starting lineups for the night. I believe we're going to start off with the national anthem. So we're going to go ahead and take a break and come back and give you the starting lineups for tonight. This is Sholo Ford's, this is Ace Hardware pregame. Ace Hardware is 24/7 locksmith. The next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key made any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware, Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com as we add a little bit of flip of the script and we now go into the starting lineups as we turn it over to our public address announcer, Talaman and Guerrero, as well as Manny Rico for the Roadrunners.
Number 15, Amari Nelson. And number 15, Travis Boya. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your ALCHESAY Falcons.
Talaman, Guerrero, Rico, Baya, and Nelson. Judah Yazi for the Falcons as the crowd erupts. We're about 90% full here tonight for this basketball game. Dosala. Max Antonio, one of our players of the game last year when we were down here. Look for a big game out of him. Micah Yazi, number 30. Yazi, Dosala, Antonio, Yazi.
And number 5,
Braden Edwards rounding out the top 5 for the Falcons. As we're going to get set to tip off, our officiating crew tonight is our head referee for tonight is Greg Chavez Sr. We also have Jonah Beach and Quinn Ashton flanking him tonight, and I mentioned earlier in our girls game, I think this is Greg Chavez Sr.'s 48th or 49th year. Yes, I said that. Longer than I've been alive, he's been officiating high school sports. We appreciate him. We cannot thank him enough for what he's done. And as good of an official as he is in all the sports that he does, an even better person and individual, and that is not to be cliche with him. As we have Baya and Yazzie, Micah Yazzie to jump center. As we get ready for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off for your college education, tip it off the college with the lowest tuition in the state. Now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education, Northland Pioneer College. Tip is made. Holbrook is going to control. Talaman with the ball. Talaman pushing it forward. Three-point shot. Talaman on its way. No good. Antonio with the rebound. Over now to Dasila. Dasila to Edwards. Edwards back to Antonio. Antonio left, right. Now at the top of the key. Sends it to Dasila. Dasila drives the lane. Dishes off. Dishes off to Yazzie. Back to number 30, Micah Yazzie. No good. Rebound, Holbrook. Rebound is Amari Nelson. Wearing number 15 to Rico. Rico drives the lane, guarded by Antonio. No good. Rico now tries to find Talaman. Talaman now kicks it out to Nelson. Rico now gets away from Baya. Gathered in by Guerrero. Forward now to Talaman, who brings it in. It's blocked. Here come the Falcons. 0-0. We've played 1 minute. To Yazzie. Micah Yazzie in the corner. Back to Dasila. Dasila over on the far side. Dasila looks to drive. Now dishes out to Edwards. Back to Antonio. Antonio drives, spins. 9-foot jumper. No good. And Antonio goes to get his own rebound, but it falls out of bounds. As we have a pretty loud crowd here tonight, folks. And that's going to fall out and go to the Roadrunners. Rico with the ball. Rico wearing number 11. Now to Guerrero. Guerrero back to Rico. Rico over to Talaman. Inside is the Baya. Baya moves left, right. And we're going to get a travel as Baya shuffled back, forth, here, there, and everywhere. As you look on our replay, great job by our camera crew tonight getting those. Lyndon, Robin, and Michael, our camera for tonight, great job. Really good job as Nelson intercepts it. Nelson puts in our first 2 points of the game tonight. Mel, our producer, in the truck, feverishly working to get this broadcast as you guys do not understand what goes on behind the scenes. As Dasila comes in, Dasila bumped a little bit. It's going to go, and it's going to go off by, and it's going to stay and belong to the ALCHESAY Falcons 2-0. Holbrook on top of ALCHESAY, 5 minutes and 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. As we did get started a little bit late, folks, but nonetheless, thanks for joining us as Antonio drives. Antonio puts it up, and it's off. Baya gets the ball. Baya now kicks it forward to Nelson. Nelson to Rico. Rico now goes right, looks to go, but does bring it back out. Back out to Talaman. In the corner, three-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures, three-point shot. Manny Guerrero. Here comes Max Antonio with the ball. Antonio now gives it to Yazzie. Yazzie drives now. Yazzie has it stripped away, and it's going to be stripped away by Guerrero, but it's going to fall down. We're going to get a jump ball, and that jump ball is going to send it back to the Falcons because the Holbrook Roadrunners controlled the opening tip of the game. You know, I don't know if you folks know this, but in the early days of basketball, after every basket, they used to bring it back to center circle and jump it. Because of that, as we get Austin Mason drives in and puts in a bucket, easy bucket, is now the Roadrunners have the ball. So they used to bring it back and jump it every time after a basket was made. And then we came the inbounds, and then you would have a jump ball, and they would tie up, and you would have an actual jump ball as Rico puts it up and in. And high school and college have adopted the alternating possession. Of course, the NBA still does the jump as Dossela's going to drive, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get a foul. And we're going to get a flop call, which you do not see very often. And that flop call is going to go against, let's see who they're going to call that on. That was introduced, I believe, last year on the flop. As ALCHESAY is going to inbound. And I'm waiting to see who that foul was called on. They're going to call that on Rico, first personal, first team. ALCHESAY to inbound. Inbound is to Mason. Mason drives. That's going to be his. He's got ALCHESAY points, all of their points, 4. 5-4, Holbrook on top. As Nelson with the ball, Nelson drives. Nelson backs up, puts it up. Good. Amari Nelson, 2 points for the Roadrunners. Here come the Falcons. Dossela with the ball. Dossela now over on the far side. Dossela picked up by Guerrero. Dossela to Yazzie. Yazzie drives the lane. He dishes it off to number 25, Butterfield. Butterfield puts it up and in. That's going to be good. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul as the basket is going to count. We're going to get the proverbial and one. And Amari Nelson is going to be charged with his first personal. That's going to be the second team. And Butterfield, Rashad Butterfield to the line. His free throw is no good, way off the mark. Guerrero. No. Yes, Guerrero with the, or is that Rico with the rebound? Rico with the rebound. Over now to Talaman. Talaman drives, now kicks it out to Rico. Rico, number 11. Rico drives the lane, left side, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled as he tries to scoop it up and in. And one of the ALCHESAY players is going to get charged with a foul. And they're going to go on number 30. That's going to be on Micah Yazzie, first personal, first team of the quarter. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Holbrook up 7-6 on the ALCHESAY Falcons. You're listening to High School Basketball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. KNKI Pine Top Sholo and 102.5 Pine Top Kopaniki Communications Station. As Rico's first free throw is no good. As he moves back to the line, he looks, takes his dribble, spins the ball. Second free throw is up. It's on his way. It is good. 8-6 lead for the Roadrunners. Antonio with the ball. Antonio now back out to Yazzie. Yazzie now to Mason. Mason, that's going to be good. Austin Mason, 2 points for the ALCHESAY Falcons. As Talaman with the ball, Talaman inbounds. Talaman drives down the court to his right. Talaman now brings it back to the middle. He looks to drive, sends it over to Rico. Rico in the corner almost loses it, but gathers it back in. Rico now brings it. Now Rico attempts to drive. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul as Mason tries to knock it away on Rico's drive. It's going to be on the ground. It's going to be ball out by the Roadrunners. And nice job by our replay crew. As Rico is going to inbound. Rico now over to Baya. To Nelson. Nelson drives the lane. Now he dishes to Baya. Baya up and in. That's going to be good. 2 points. Travis Baya for the Roadrunners. 10-8 lead by the Roadrunners. As ALCHESAY drives, it's dished to Butterfield. Butterfield now loses it to Antonio. Antonio out to Mason. Mason, 3-point shot, no good. Rebound is by Butterfield. Butterfield kisses it off the glass, puts it back up and in. Rashad Butterfield, 2 points for the Falcons. We're knotted at 10-all. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in this quarter. As Talaman with the ball. Talaman goes left. He has an open. Now the lane's closed. Out to Baya. Baya, 8-foot jump shot. He puts it in and good. 2 points, Travis Baya, 12-10. Holbrook on top as Antonio gets the ball. Antonio spins in the lane. Now dishes out to Dossela. Dossela looks like it's going to be a 3-point shot. It is no good. Rico with the rebound. Now Rico looking to push it for the Roadrunners. Rico dribbles down. He takes it almost coast to coast. Dishes off to, I believe they're going to call that a travel as he dishes off to number 32, Vicente. It falls to the ground. We're going to get a travel. That's going to be ball out, Falcon ball. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left, 12-10. Again, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Sholo Ford, Summer Regional Medical Center, Ace Hardware, Northland Pioneer College, Comfort Fit Dentures, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. We appreciate our sponsors a lot, bringing you this ball game. Falcon ball, Butterfield to inbound. Butterfield now to Ivins. Ivins is in the game for the Falcons. He goes to his right over on the far side. Gives it to Yazzie. Yazzie drives. Yazzie scoops up and in. It's going to fall off. That's going to be no good. Yazzie gives it a rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to go back to the Holbrook Roadrunners. 12-10 here early on in this game. Inbound is to Rico. Rico brings the ball up the court. Rico now directing traffic. Rico stops, sets up. He's going to try to pass it. Ivins is going to be right there to knock it out of bounds. So we're going to reset, and Holbrook's going to inbound as Antonio checks back in for the ALCHESAY Falcons. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul as they're going to come over and they're going to call that on the Falcons, number 4, and that's going to be Nosey. First personal. That is the third team foul for ALCHESAY. As Talaman's first free throw is no good. 12-10 still, Holbrook on top. Talaman looks, fires the ball. It is through the strings. 13-10, Holbrook on top. Nosey bringing the ball down. Now Nosey goes to his right. Back to Bullcalf. Off the mark. Talaman with the rebound. Talaman bringing it over on the near side in front of the ALCHESAY bench. Talaman backs off. Over now to Nelson. Nelson looks to drive now. Nelson looks for Rico over on the far side. Rico now goes right. Gives it back to Baya, to Rico. Back to Talaman. Talaman to Baya. Baya up, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Butterfield. Butterfield sends it forward. Now it kind of goes back a little bit to Nosey. Nosey looking for Antonio, but Nosey now dribbles around. It goes in and out. Rico with the rebound. And Rico's had the last 2, if not 3, rebounds for the Roadrunners. Forward to Baya. Baya off to Nelson. Nelson back to Baya. Fights up. Now he puts it up and it's going to be no good. Grabbed by Nelson. Whistle foul. 13-10, 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As Amari Nelson's going to go to the line to shoot a couple, try to add to his 4 points on the evening. Nelson's first one is good. 14-10, Roadrunners on top of the Falcons. Nelson takes a long look, spins the ball, puts it on the ground a few times, spins it again, sends the ball on its way, and it is good. Nelson, perfect from the line with 6 on the night, 35 seconds left, 15-10. Holbrook on top as Yazzie drives. Yazzie, underhand shot from about 6 feet away. He does nothing but kisses it off the glass and puts it through. Talaman brings it. Talaman now drives over to Nelson. Nelson left, right. Now Nelson goes to his left. He loses it. As it's going to be a fight for the ball, it's going to be a jump ball. And the ball is going to belong to the Roadrunners with 13 seconds left, so they're going to get it under their basket with a chance to add to their 3-point lead. Smith checking in for the Roadrunners. As 32 now is Vicente. Vicente to Rico. Rico out to Nelson. Nelson in the corner to Smith. 3 points. 18-12. Ball moves as we're going to get a break. We're going to take a break at the end of the first quarter. The score is 18-12 in favor of the Holbrook Roadrunners. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk 106.7. An exciting first quarter, which saw the Holbrook Roadrunners score 18 to the Falcon 12. We start the second quarter here, but we can't start it without our Northland Pioneer College tip-off when it comes time to tip off your college education. Tip it off the college with the lowest tuition in the state, now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College. As Yazzie has the ball, Yazzie drives, Yazzie puts it off the glass, but it's going to be no good. Eventually, Talaman ends up with the ball. He's going to push it down the court, left, right. It's going to go blocked off the basket. That's going to be Yazzie ends up with it. He sends it forward to other Yazzie. That's going to go. That's going to be Micah Yazzie's going to put in another 2 points as Guerrero gets set to check back in. Rico with the ball. Rico left to right. Now Rico tries to drive. Rico scoops it up, puts it up mid. We're going to whistle. We're going to get a foul. And Rico is going to get a go to the line and add to his point total on the evening. Great job by our camera crew getting that shot in. Rico's first free throw is good. 19-14, 7 minutes and 21 seconds left here in the first half. Holbrook on top of the Falcons. Rico's next free throw looks, fires, good as well. Perfect on that trip to the line, Manny Rico. Antonio with the ball. Antonio forward now to Nosey. Nosey left, right, now back to Antonio. Antonio over on the far side. Antonio puts up a three-point shot. That's going to be no good. However, Nosey's going to get the rebound out to Yazzie. Yazzie, 3 points. That's going to be a Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot. As we get a whistle and we get a timeout, the Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7. We can go back to that three-pointer on our replay as we get a chance to look at that. And now about as perfect as you can get as far as a shot going and falling down. Oh, great job on that three-point shot by Micah Yazzie. As Holbrook's going to get the ball up 20-17. 7 minutes exactly left here in the second quarter as Rico's going to bring the ball over the time stripe for the Roadrunners. Rico now goes inside to Baya. Baya left, right, now back to Rico. Rico drives the lane, now dishes to Nelson. Nelson, 2 points for the Roadrunners, 22-17. Roadrunners on top of the Falcons as here's Antonio. Antonio now looks to drive, kicks it out to Dasala. Back now to Yazzie. Yazzie drives the lane. Whistle, we're going to get a foul as both teams very aggressive on going inside. And they're going to call that on Baya. That's going to be the second team of the quarter, and that's going to be, I believe, the first foul on Baya. As Yazzie, Judy Yazzie attempts a shot, no good. He does end up with the ball as now he goes, loses it. Baya gets it. Baya to Rico. Rico over to Nelson. Nelson back to Rico. Rico now working off a screen from Baya. Rico goes to the far side, dishes it off to Vicente, to Nelson. Nelson back to Vicente. Now to Vicente, brings it over to the middle. Vicente looks. Now to Rico. Rico tries to drive. Guarded very closely by Antonio. Now into, I believe that was Amari Nelson. And then Amari Nelson goes up with a quick 2. ALCHESAY with the ball. As Yazzie puts up another. Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot. Micah Yazzie for the ALCHESAY Falcons. Rico with the ball. Rico picked up by Mason. As Mason guarding Rico very close. Rico drives, puts it up. We're going to have no good. We're going to have a foul on the floor, as I believe they're going to call that on Mason. It's going to be his second personal, second team of the quarter. Roadrunner ball. Roadrunner ball. Rico to inbound. Rico looks. Got a 5 count. Now Rico gets rid of it to Vicente. Vicente back now to Guerrero. Guerrero to Nelson. Oh, tried to go into Baya, and he forces it. Falcons end up with it. Falcons send it forward. Yazzie ends up with it. No good. Rico with the rebound. And Rico all over the boards for the Roadrunners. He sends it forward to Nelson. Nelson dishes off in the corner to Vicente. 3-point shot, no good. Vicente. Baya with the rebound. Baya now collapsed on. Whistle and a foul. As it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go on number 12, Dosala, his first personal, third team.
Brandon Coleman coming in.
Holbrook to inbound. Talaman to inbound. Now back out to Guerrero. Guerrero to Vicente. To Talaman. Talaman now floats to the top of the key. He's being guarded by Yazzie. Talaman to his right. Now dishes off back to Vicente. Vicente looks to shoot. No good. Now Vicente drives. We're going to whistle as he's bumped into by Dosala. Dosala going to get called to the second team foul. However, with almost 5 minutes left in this quarter, ALCHESAY does commit their 4th team foul, which means that the next non-player control foul, Holbrook will be at the line shooting as it goes backcourt to Talaman. Talaman now goes to his left. Talaman spins, no good, but he sends it out to Vicente, as I thought he put it up, but it was just a pass. Vicente gets it as Dosala knocks it away, but it's back in the hands of the Roadrunners. Vicente with the ball as we get a shot clock violation. After all that messing around, Holbrook is going to get a shot clock violation because they never lost possession, but ALCHESAY with some great defense there. As Antonio brings it in, Mason with the ball. Mason had the hot hand for a stretch in that first quarter as Mason goes to his right, loses it off his foot. Now Yazzie ends up with it. Yazzie to his right, now back to number 12, Dosala. Dosala drives, puts it up and in. Whistle, foul. Dosala's going to go to the line, and he's going to shoot 2. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left. Holbrook with a 4-point lead. Dosala at the line. First free throw is good. (24-21). Dosala's second free throw narrows the lead to 2. Roadrunner ball. Guerrero rebounds into Talaman. Talaman bringing the ball forward. Talaman now tries to drive, but he's cut off by Antonio. Now over to Rico. Rico now to his right, drives the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Talaman. Talaman attempts to pass it in, and it's going to go out of bounds. Falcon ball. Yazzie to inbound. Yazzie inbounds to Mason. Mason left, right. Now Mason loses it, and it's going to be picked up by Nelson. Nelson goes. Antonio against Nelson, one-on-one. Whistle, foul. Bucket is good. Nelson's going to go to the line to get an and one. 26-22. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Nelson to the line to shoot 1. His free throw is on its way. Good. 27-22, 5-point lead for the Roadrunners. Antonio brings the ball over the time stripe. Now Antonio on the far side. Dribbles left, dribbles right. Back to number 1, Mason. Now back to Antonio. Antonio drives, puts up a mid-key jumper. That's going to be good. Max Antonio, his first points of the ball game. Leading point scorer is Yazzie with 8 for the Falcons as Holbrook loses the ball. However, Rico gets it and gains it back in as Guerrero puts a Comfort Fit Dentures 3-point shot through the strings. Falcon ball. 30-24 on top. Roadrunners on top. Yazzie gets the ball. Yazzie into Mason. Mason a steady 2 for his squad. 30-26 as it's a steal. Still goes inside to Dossala. Dossala puts it back up and in, and the lead is narrowed even more. Talaman with the ball. Talaman to his left. Talaman working off the screen from Baya. Talaman left, right. Now Talaman floats back to the top of the key, now to the near side. Over now to Nelson. Nelson now drives the lane. Nelson's shot open. Nelson on the right side, puts it up with his right hand. No good, rebounded by Baya. Baya shoots, gets it, no good. Baya puts it back up and in, it's gonna be no good. Baya dishes it off to Nelson. Nelson tries to put it back up and in, no good. Nelson to the line to shoot 2. Nelson's first free throw is no good. Bullcalf and Butterfield checking back in for the Falcons. Butterfield came on strong with 4 in the first quarter. Nelson at the line for the Roadrunners to shoot a second one. 30-28, 2-point ball game. Nelson's second free throw is good. 31-28, 3-point lead, 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in this first half. Antonio with the ball. We get a whistle and we get a timeout as Coach Goklish calls one. We're going to take it to the Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. With 2 minutes and 22 seconds, Deuces Wild on the clock. We have the Holbrook Roadrunners up 31-28 on the ALCHESAY Falcons. And I believe that Coach Goklish called that timeout, so the ball will belong to ALCHESAY on their side of the court. As Mason to inbound the ball, Mason to Antonio. Antonio, top of the key. Antonio now looking to drive. It's knocked away. It's knocked away by Nelson, but gathered back in by Yazzie. Yazzie goes and he puts it up and in. That's 2 points, Micah Yazzie. Rico with the ball for the Roadrunners. Rico left, right. Now Rico over to Guerrero. Guerrero to Nelson. Nelson to Rico. 31-30, 1-point lead for the Roadrunners. Now forward to Talaman. Talaman drives, has a wide open Nelson in the middle, but Nelson cannot gather it in time to put it back. So Nelson does bring it out. Ball's into Rico. Rico out to Talaman. Antonio with it for the Falcons. Antonio inside to Mason. Mason, that's an easy 2 points for Mason as ALCHESAY does take a lead. We have a little bit of an exchange on the inbound. It's knocked out of bounds by the Roadrunners, and that goes back to the ALCHESAY Falcons with their, I'm not sure if it's their first lead or if they had a lead early on. Nonetheless, the Falcons up 32-31, minute 25 left here in the first quarter. As you hear the chant of the fans, ALCHESAY, ALCHESAY, as Antonio gets the ball. Now forward to Mason, back to Antonio. Antonio drives, scoops, puts it up, no good, rebound. Butterfield ends up with it, and Butterfield's gonna kick it out to Mason. Mason, 2-point shot, no good, rebound Vicente. Basenti looking to clear the lane, except the Falcons are going nowhere. Now to Rico. Defense backs off for ALCHESAY. Rico with the ball. Rico trying to screen off Baya. Now Rico drives the lane, kicks it over. I cannot see who that was. I believe that was number 5, Talaman. Puts it up, no good, three-point shot. And Baya gets the rebound. Baya puts it back up, and then that's going to be no good, as Rico's going to get called to the foul. That's going to be the 4th team foul. That's going to be Rico's first, as Dasila is going to check back in for the Falcons. Butterfield gets set to inbound on the far side, on the far end, for the Falcons. Inbound is to Yazi. Yazi bringing it forward. Yazi crosses over the time stripe. Yazi now goes right and loses out of bounds. It's going to stay as Baya knocks it out of bounds. Yazi smart to let that one go. Falcons have a chance to add to their lead as they are going to inbound the ball and set it up again to Mason. Mason now to Bullcalf. Bullcalf drives, and Baya tips off his fingertips and ends up in the hands of Nelson. Nelson forward to Talaman. Talaman to Basenti. Basenti back to Nelson. Nelson loses it. Falcon ball Mason. As Mason goes, puts up an errant scoop shot that falls way short. Baya with the rebound. Baya forward to Basenti. Basenti forward to Talaman. Now that's Rico. Puts it back up for 2 points. As Micah Yazi puts up a long three-point attempt. It is no good. We're going to go ahead and take a break, folks. Your halftime score, Holbrook on top 33-32 over the ALCHESAY Falcons. We'll come back and give you our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. This is Shola Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome back, everybody. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get set for our Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store halftime show. For the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear, head to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260 just north of the Honda Casino. Honda Ski and Outdoor. And as we go forward in this half, the Holbrook Roadrunners with a 1-point lead. Great game, folks, as you look on your broadcast there. Before we go to replays, it is senior night here at ALCHESAY High School in White River as the seniors get honored for their efforts. As Amari Nelson for the Holbrook Roadrunners leading his team in scoring tonight, as he has 14 on the night in the first half, as well as Mason leads his team with 10. Actually, excuse me, Yazzie has 14 on the night, my mistake. Micah Yazzie leading scorer for the ALCHESAY Falcons, as the first half brought us a very close game. Both teams committing what I like to call some ticky-tack fouls, although I'm not blaming officiating. I'm blaming the players for a lot of reach-in type fouls and a lot of body checking as there were drives going to the lane. As you see one right there on Rico, you see Baya going in, as well as Butterfield right there with 2 points for the Falcons. So as we move forward in this game, Holbrook put up 18 in the first quarter, and ALCHESAY shrunk that lead pretty quickly in the second quarter and actually took the lead at one point. Holbrook was able to put one back and put them on top going into this halftime. Now, ALCHESAY is out here doing their senior night, so Holbrook in the locker room with Coach Delmar Johnson and probably coming up with the plan for the second half. I don't as a coach, this would drive me crazy. As I see Coach Goklish telling him, let's break it up and let's get ready to do this game, because this is a very important region game for both these squads. But as we go forward in the second half, I'd like to see Antonio getting a little more involved for the Falcons in scoring, with only 2 on the night, as he has much potential to be a factor if the Falcons do want to come back and win this game. So with 7 minutes and 39 seconds left, we'll keep it here and go through our halftime show. I'd also like to see a little more inside play of Travis Baya getting more involved in the offense, doing a great job on defense with the rebounds, and Manny Rico also coming underneath and doing a great job rebounding. 1 point in the game, he had 3 defensive boards for his squad, doing a lot of the ball handling duties as well. As we get set for second half action here from ALCHESAY High School, we're going to go ahead and turn it over to our broadcast folks. But we can't do that without saying this is our Honda Ski and Outdoor Halftime Show. For the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear, go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260, just north of the Honda Casino, Honda Ski and Outdoor. We'd like to go through and thank our sponsor, Sholo Ford, Summit Regional Medical Center, sponsoring our injury report, Ace Hardware with our keys to the game. Anytime you need a key made, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. Northland Pioneer College, we hear from them with our tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, Northland Pioneer College. Comfort Fit Dentures sponsoring our 3-pointers. Honda Ski and Outdoor with our halftime show. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Need glass for your home or business? Call Deemer's Glass in Lakeside, 1-888-GLASSMAN. And Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with our player of the game. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Get your windshield repaired by the experts. And Allegra of Sholo for all your marketing needs. We appreciate our sponsors. Support them. Give them your business, because they make these broadcasts possible. Had a chance to visit with Coach Goklish before the game, and he was very excited to see down here that we were down here broadcasting this game for his boys. He likes giving that press to his boys. We enjoy bringing it to him. Again, we apologize a little bit for our internet connection. It's not exactly what we want, but I've been told the audio is okay. However, I know most of you have probably muted it by now and are tired of hearing from me. So with that being said, I'm going to give you a break for me. I'm going to turn it over to our broadcast. Great job by our production team. So we're going to go ahead and take a break and conclude our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show. This has been iTalk.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com as we start the second half with our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's half with the ball, as well as a 1-point lead, up 33-32 as we get set to start this third quarter in the second half. And if the second half is anything like the first half, folks, you could be tuning into a very good one. We'll see what the next few minutes bring us. I think the pace and momentum of the next few minutes are going to dictate what goes on, as Manny Rico is going to go out to inbound the ball. Actually, yes, Manny Rico is looking to inbound to Talaman. Antonio has something to say about that. Ball is inbounded to Talaman. Talaman with the ball being picked up now by Antonio, just crosses over the time stripe. Over to Nelson. Nelson throws it inside to Rico. Rico now fights for his position, puts it up and in. No good. However, there is going to be a foul called as they're going to hit Adrian Dosala with his third personal, and Coach Goklish is watching that as he looks up at the scoreboard from his vantage point, as well as Manny Rico gets set to put in a couple free throws. Rico's first free throw is on its way. It is no good. Rico's second free throw is no good. Rebound is Yazzie. As ALCHESAY with 20 points in that second quarter to help him get back in the game. Here's Yazzie driving. Yazzie no good. As Rico uncharacteristically missed both those free throws. I see a couple of our fans tonight sporting their Patriots jersey, as I'm sure they're looking forward to Super Bowl, whatever we are, 50-something maybe. As Yazzie's first free throw is good. Yazzie, first free throw good. That ties the ball game at 33. 7 minutes and 36 seconds left You're listening to High School Basketball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 FM KNKI Pine Top, Sholo, and on 102.5 Pine Top, a Kopaniki communication station. As we have a whistle and we have a foul, as they're going to call Braden Edwards with his first personal, and we have, I believe that is Manny Guerrero on the ground, folks. And it looks like he is okay. We'll try to get a Summit Healthcare injury report with him, as he looks like he's going to stay in the ball game. Coach Johnson is fine with that. And so it was actually Amari Nelson. And so he's going to stay in the ball game. And we're going to get set to inbound the ball, tied 33 all, as Yazzie tied it up with his first free throw. As Guerrero's going to check in, he is going to check in for Nelson, as I believe with the rules he's hurt, so he has to come in, but the coach does have time. Talaman inbounds the ball. Talaman to Vicente. Vicente back to Guerrero. To Talaman, back to Rico. Rico at the top of the key. Rico now goes left. Rico looks to drive. Rico pulls up, stops. Back out now to Talaman. Talaman dishes in the corner to Guerrero. Guerrero, comfort fit dentures. 3-point shot. Manny Guerrero for the Roadrunners. 36-33. Roadrunners on top. Antonio with the ball. Antonio to Dasila. Dasila scoops one up. Kisses off the front of the iron. That's going to be no good. Rebound, Yazzie. Whistle, foul. On the ground, they're going to call it. And that's going to go against the Roadrunners. It's going to be Falcons ball. Baya is going to be whistled with his second personal. ALCHESAY to inbound. That's going to slip and go out of bounds as Antonio tried to dive. However, they say it went off of Rico there. Great job by our camera crew to see that on our replay there. Falcons with the ball. Inbound is to Antonio. Antonio drives, stops, jumps, puts it up. No good. Kisses off front of the iron. Rebound is Edwards. Edwards now to Yazzie. Whistle, foul. And it's going to be on Talaman. That's going to be Talaman's first personal, as we have an official's timeout to get the court cleaned up. ALCHESAY going to have to wait a hair longer. Now they get the ball. Dasila inbounds to Edwards. Edwards guarded by Vicente. He tries to drive. Now he throws it out to Antonio. Antonio guarded by Rico. Antonio left, right. Now the give is to Yazzie. Yazzie goes, puts up an inside shot. It's going to kiss off and be no good. Rico's going to bring the ball down. Rico now to the far side. Rico drives. Now Rico kicks it out to Talaman. Talaman over to Guerrero. Guerrero, comfort fit dentures. 3-point shot. That is Guerrero's 12th point on the night, all from three-pointers. Forward now to Dasila. Dasila drives, no good. Yazzie tips it, but it's going to end up back in the hands of Dasila. Dasila puts it in, no good. Now it's tipped out. Yazzie gets it for the Falcons. Hey, sits and puts down a comfort fit dentures 3-point shot. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left. 39-36. Roadrunners are on top. Talaman with the ball. Talaman over in the corner to Guerrero. Guerrero tries to drive. Guerrero's going to get a little bump shake by Yazzie, and they're going to call a foul on Yazzie. It is going to be Roadrunner ball out of bounds. Rico to inbound the ball as Nelson checks back in for Talaman. Rico sends it in. It's intended for Baya, but it's going to go off one of the ALCHESAY players, and it's going to stay, and Rico's going to flip the side of the basket and inbound yet again with 5 minutes and 42 seconds left. 39-36, Roadrunners on top. As Rico forces it in, it's stolen by Yazzie. That's Judah Yazzie. Forward to Antonio. Now forward again to Mason. Mason goes, puts it up, and no good for Mason. Rebound Nelson. Nelson to Rico. Rico now moves it forward, pushes it over on the far side to Guerrero. Guerrero, another 3-point shot. This one's not going to be good. Rebound is Yazzie. We're going to whistle, and we're going to get a foul, and it's going to be on Baya. Travis Baya with the foul. That's going to be the fourth team foul. And we have started out this quarter with 7 fouls. That's why there's only 5 minutes and 21 seconds left here in this quarter. Antonio brings it up for the Falcons. Back now to Yazzie. Yazzie now goes to his right. Yazzie cut off. Back out now to number 11, but I don't have, that must be number 12. I don't have a number 11 on my roster. It was either, anyway, Roadrunners with the ball. Whistle and a timeout. And I double-checked my roster, and I thought I was good, and now my eyes are deceiving me, so it had to have been number 12, Dasila. As Talaman checks back in for the Runners, he's going to check in for Baya. So a little hurt on the boards for Baya as Rico to inbound. Rico, long court pass to Nelson. Inside to Vicente. Vicente to the free throw line, no good. Out now to Talaman. Talaman misses it. Talaman's going to get his own rebound and try to save it. He does save it. It goes to Dasila of the Falcons. And now it's going to end up in the hands of Micah Yazzie. No, that's Max Antonio. Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot, like we mentioned on our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show, trying to get him involved in the offense. As Rico with the ball left, right. Rico now backs up. He's guarded by Mason. As Rico drives, Rico puts it up left side. Left hand, 2 points. Manny Rico. 41-39, Roadrunners on top by 2. Now the ball is to Antonio. Antonio directed traffic, now he goes to his right. Drives the lane, lane's collapsed on. However, Max Antonio kisses it off the glass for 2 points. We're getting a whistle, we're getting a timeout. The Show Forts presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Show Fort's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as the ALCHESAY HOLBROOK Roadrunners inbound the ball, tied 41 all. As now Rico has the ball. Rico backs up, directs traffic. He sends it over to Guerrero. Guerrero back to Rico. Rico back to Guerrero. Guerrero 3-point range. He puts it up. No good. Rebound. That's going to be number 45 for the Falcons, Caleb Walker. As Walker sends it to Dasila. Dasila now pushes it up the court for the Falcons. Over now to Yazzie. Yazzie drives the lane, wide open lane, and Micah Yazzie. 2 points. ALCHESAY takes the lead, 43-41. Ball is forward to Talaman. Talaman left, right, back now to Rico. Rico looks. Now Rico tries to step in. He loses it at the free throw line. Gets the ball back. Rico goes, puts it up. It's going to be no good. Rebound is by the Falcons. Antonio with the ball. Antonio pushing it forward. Antonio drives. Antonio over to Mason, Austin Mason. He's going to put it up, but it's going to be no good. However, there is a foul on the play. Or however you say that, 43-41. ALCHESAY on top as Coach Goklish brings his team over. Austin Mason with the ball. Mason on its way, no good. That's going to bring in Ja Castile, the freshman. It's going to be his first minutes of the game. He's going to check in from Guerrero. And I'm wondering if they're bringing in Castile to negate a little bit of the height advantage that ALCHESAY has put in getting this lead. As Mason goes back, up 2. Second free throw on its way. It is no good. Rebound, Roadrunners, Nelson. Nelson forward to Rico. Now over to Talaman. Talaman to Vicente. Vicente back to Rico.
21 on the shot clock. Rico now shifting to the middle, top of the key. Rico over to Talaman. Back to Rico. 9 on the shot clock. As Rico goes in, he loses it. Butterfield gets the ball. Butterfield dribbles it. Now sends it forward to Dosala. Dosala way over to Antonio. Antonio, three-point shot. Comfort! Fit! Dentures! Three-point shot. Max Antonio for the ALCHESAY Falcons. 46-41 as they take their biggest lead of the ball game. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. Rico now over to Vicente. Vicente's blocked. And Dosala gets the ball off the block. Dosala moves it forward to Yazzie. Yazzie puts it up to Antonio. Antonio loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. But it is going to stay. And it will be Falcons ball up 46-41. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. As we have had 9 fouls committed in this quarter. 7 of those in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the quarter. As Mason inbounds. Mason forward now to Antonio. Antonio tries to post up. We're going to get a blocking foul on the Roadrunners, and I think they're going to call that on Nelson. And I believe I have Nelson down for his second. They have Nelson down for his first personal. I have it down for second, so somewhere, and I'm probably the one that's wrong. Antonio, 2 shots. Antonio on its way. Good. (47-41). ALCHESAY on top. Second free throw is no good. Rebound. Castile tips it. It's rebounded by Nelson. Nelson forward now to Talaman. Talaman finds Nelson. Back to Talaman. Over to Rico. Rico on the far side. Rico now calling out his teammates. Vicente steps out to get a pass from him. Forward now to Talaman. Talaman goes left. Talaman back right to Nelson. 9 on the shot clock. Inside to Rico. Rico spins. Middle of the key. That's Nelson. 3-point shot. That's going to be no good. Castile fights for it. It's going to be no good. It's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say it went out of bounds on Castile. And it's going to be ALCHESAY ball up 47-41. 1 minute and 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. As we are going to get a timeout. Coach Johnson calls one for the Roadrunners. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7, worldwide on iTalk1067.com, as the Falcons are going to inbound the ball. Antonio with the ball. Antonio brings it forward. Gives it to Butterfield. Butterfield tries the lane, and he is tripped. Butterfield trips, falls, goes to the ground. However, since he was tripped, it's going to be a foul. They're going to call that foul on Jock Castile, his first personal, 5th team. So that means that Butterfield will go to the line and shoot 2, as ALCHESAY has been absolutely dominant in this quarter, as HOLBROOK has scored 8 to the Falcons. Let's see, 6, 8, 9, 11, 14, 15, I believe. That looks right. Butterfield's first free throw whistles in and out, no good. Butterfield looks up 47-41. Butterfield's second free throw's on its way. It is no good as well. It goes out, and Castile touches that out of bounds. It's going to fall out of bounds. Castile loses it. So it goes to the Falcons after both missed free throws by Butterfield, as Mason, I believe, is going to inbound. Into Butterfield. Butterfield goes to his right now. He kicks it out to Antonio.
who puts up a three-pointer. It's going to be no good. Rebound is by Young. Avery Young of the ALCHESAY Falcons. Out of bounds on the Roadrunners. And Falcons ball, Mason to inbound. Mason into Butterfield. Butterfield left, right, guarded by Castile. Butterfield goes, and Castile's going to commit his second personal foul as Butterfield's going to fall down. That's going to put Butterfield at the line to shoot 2 more. 47-41, Falcons on top of the Roadrunners. Minute 2 left here in the third quarter, a very long third quarter. As Butterfield sits, looks at the line, and he puts it up and in. It is good! Butterfield's first free throw is good. That gives them a 47-41 lead on the Holbrook Roadrunners as we get a little bit of a timeout as they're coming over to say the foul was on Castile, 44, which I think you had to not know with the game going on at all, because that was a pretty, not an intentional foul. It was pretty obvious, as second free throw by Butterfield is no good. Rebound, Rico. 48-41, Rico. Ball forward to Nelson. Nelson drives, an open lane, he scoops it up, but it's going to be no good as Antonio's going to get whistled for a foul, and that's going to be the 15th foul on the Falcons. So Nelson is going to go to the line with a chance to put points for his team in this quarter. Nelson scoreless in this quarter for the Roadrunners. Nelson's first free throw is on its way. It is good. Next one's on its way. It rolls out. It is no good. 48-42. Roadrunners on top. Falcons on top of the Roadrunners as they lose it. Forward now for the Roadrunners. Nelson with the ball. Down 48-42. 31 seconds left in this quarter. Now to Nelson. Nelson back to Talaman. Talaman to Vicente. Vicente now back out to Talaman. Talaman to Rico. Rico free throw line jumper, no good. And that's going to fall out of bounds. And with 17.8 seconds left, the Falcons are going to give the ball back up 48-42 as Docila as well as Jeremy Nosey are going to check in for the Falcons. They're going to replace Mason, and I believe they replaced Mason and Judah Yazzie. Micah Yazzie to inbound for the Falcons. Forward now to Nosey. Nosey picked up by Vicente. Now, that's Docila back to the middle. Docila to Yazzie. Yazzie looking to drive. Yazzie puts it up in his. We're going to whistle. And it's going to be an offensive foul as they're going to call the offensive foul on Micah Yazzie. And with 5.8 seconds left, Holbrook will get the ball back at this third quarter. As Manny Guerrero is going to check in. He's going to check in for Channing King. And Rico's going to inbound as the ALCHESAY student section expresses their displeasure with that call. Forward, inbound to Nelson. Nelson, as we're going to get a carry, and ALCHESAY is going to get the ball back. A turnover by the Roadrunners with 1.9 seconds left. 48-42, ALCHESAY on top. And if I'm ALCHESAY, I look here, get the ball into, except Yazzie's sitting down. I was going to say get the ball into Yazzie, but I would get it into Docila and have him put up a three-pointer. Bullcalf is definitely capable. Young as well. So, Nosey to inbound. As there's a catch, and Butterfield puts it up and in. That's going to kiss off the glass, but be no good as we end the third quarter of play with the ALCHESAY Falcons up 48-42 on the Holbrook Roadrunners. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our Cancer Center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk1067.com as we go to the fourth quarter, as ALCHESAY has a 48-42 point lead on the Holbrook Roadrunners. As ALCHESAY gets set to inbound the ball, according to the rules of the alternating possession of high school basketball. Ball set over now to Bullcalf. Inside to Mason. Mason out now to Dossala. Dossala drives it, stolen. Talaman with the ball. Talaman coming forward for the Roadrunners. And it's going to be stolen by the Falcons. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul. As the steal is by number 12, Dossala. We're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul. That's going to be the first team foul for the Roadrunners, as ALCHESAY with a chance to bring it in and extend this lead a little bit. ALCHESAY with the ball. Mason over to Dossala. Back to Mason. Mason thought about putting it up. Now back to Dossala. Dossala, three-point shot, no good. Rebound is Yazzie. Yazzie now kicks it out to Bullcalf. Bullcalf tries to drive. No go. There's a block and a foul. It's going to be the second team foul on Holbrook. That's going to be Talaman's second personal. That's going to be the second team. As Max Antonio, don't go anywhere, folks. We have our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, as well as our Deemer's Glass man of the game. Ball into Yazzie. And that's going to go in the corner to Austin Mason. Comfort Fit Dentures, three-point shot. Rico with the ball for the Roadrunners, 51-42. Nelson to drive, no good. Rebound, Butterfield. Butterfield grabs it back in. Now Butterfield puts it on the court. Forward to Mason. Mason left, right, back out to Yazzie. Yazzie over to Antonio. Antonio, long three-point. No good. Rebound, knocked off the hand of Nelson. It's going to fall out of bounds. Nelson going to lose it. The ball's going to stay with the Falcons, 51-42. Falcons on top. 6 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the game. Holbrook going to need some Comfort Fit Dentures threes to get back in this game. 6 minutes and 43 seconds left. 51-42. Ball's inbounded to Yazzie. Yazzie now to Antonio. Antonio sends it to Dossala. Back to Yazzie. Micah Yazzie, number 30, with the ball. Now gives it to Antonio. 22 on the shot clock. Back to Yazzie to Dossala. To Yazzie. Back to Dossala. And Coach Gokla is spreading out the court. Giving it to Antonio. Back to Dossala. Now forward to Mason. Mason, Dossala. Dossala drives. No good off the front of the rim, but we have a whistle and we have a foul. And I think that is exactly what Coach Goklish wanted to do, is he wanted to spread that Roadrunner defense and give Dossala a chance to drive. Now Dossala comes up empty-handed on the drive, but he does get to go to the line, as the foul is going to be on Nelson. Second personal, that's the third team, as first free throw by Dossala is good. 52-42. Falcons on top by 10, their largest lead of the game. Second free throw is up and wasted no time. That's no good. Rebound Nelson. Nelson to Rico. Rico looking over to Coach Delmar Johnson for some devices. Rico trying to direct traffic. Rico now over on the far side to Guerrero.
Knocked out of bounds. It is going to stay with the Roadrunners as Talaman checking in for the Roadrunners, as that's going to give Guerrero a brief break, I'm sure. As the referee's explaining to Holbrook where they're going to inbound the ball from. Inbound is to Talaman. Rico's going to put up a three-point shot. It's going to be no good. Antonio with the rebound. Antonio sends it forward to Mason. Mason sends it back up to Antonio. Three-point shot attempt by Dasila after the pass from Antonio. No good. And we get a whistle, we get a foul. And they're going to call that on Judiazi, number 2. And that's going to be his 3rd personal. First team foul. Rico gets the inbound for the Roadrunners. Rico bringing it down. Rico looking. Now Rico dribbles it out over on the far side. Far side to Talaman, back to Rico. Knocked out of bounds, it's going to stay. Shot clock will not reset, 21 on the shot clock. Talaman inbounds to Rico. Rico picked up by Mason, over to Talaman. Talaman back to Rico. Rico comes to the near side. Rico looks to drive the lane. There's going to be a reach-in foul as Mason's going to get his 3rd personal. That's going to be the 2nd team foul. As Coach Goklish telling his team, you do not need to do that. Up 52-42. Rico to inbound, Rico to Nelson. Nelson pushes it in to Baya. Over in the corner to Braden Smith. That's a Comfort Fit Dentures three-pointer. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it to Show the Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
Welcome back to Show the Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com. As we apologize, folks, for our internet this evening. It is lagging very bad, and we understand that. It is the connection we were able to get tonight, but we are bringing you high school basketball from White River, Arizona. A wonderful atmosphere to be in. We're about 85% full on that. I thought it was 90, but it didn't fill in like I thought. So great crowd on hand, a very loud crowd, as always, down here in White River at ALCHESAY High School, with the ALCHESAY Falcons up 52-45 with 5 minutes left, as Antonio's going to drive, and it's going to be a foul on the Roadrunners, as our referee tonight, Jonah Beach, whistles Braden Smith with his first personal. That is going to be it is his first personal, as there's a tip in bounds, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Vicenti's going to get labeled with a push, and we're quite lucky that no one was hurt, and Vicente could have got whistled with almost an intentional foul, but I do believe it was unintentional. But nonetheless, that is going to be the 5th team foul, which puts Antonio at the line to shoot 2. Antonio coming to the line to shoot his free throws, as Antonio done a very good job tonight in almost a quiet fashion. But if you've watched ALCHESAY basketball last year and this year, you know that Max Antonio, a very good ball player, doing what he does best. 11 points on the night for Antonio. His second free throw is good. He does add to that. That's his 12th. Here's Talaman with the ball. Talaman has it stolen. That's going to be stolen by Bullcalf. Bullcalf, left side, left hand. Layup good for 2. Daryl Bullcalf. 55-45, back to a 10-point lead for the Falcons. Talaman with the ball. Talaman over now to Smith. Back to Talaman. Vicente ends up with it. Now it's stolen again. Stolen by the Falcons, number 12, Dasila. As Dasila has it stolen by Talaman. Talaman sends it forward, but he's going to throw it out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Falcons. A huge mistake as Manny Rico checks back in the game for the Roadrunners.
We got a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it to the Show Forts presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Welcome back to Show Forts presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com as we're going to take a few moments to thank our sponsors, Sholo Ford, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Ace Hardware, Northland Pioneer College, Comfort Dentures, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Allegra of Sholo. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 FM, KNKI Pine Top Sholo, and 102.5 Pine Top, a Kopaniki Communications station. ALCHESAY to inbound the ball. Antonio going to inbound the ball. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left, 10-point lead for the Falcons. And if Holbrook doesn't come up with something quick here, it's going to be a little bit of desperation on their point as Yazzie ends up with the ball. Yazzie looking to drive. Now he kicks it out to Dosala. Dosala now to Antonio. Antonio now drives out to Dosala again as Coach Goklish spreading the team. Now to Micah Yazzie. Micah Yazzie drives, puts it up, and Micah Yazzie absolutely flawless in making that bucket. It almost looked easy as he was in traffic. Now forward for the Roadrunners to Rico. Rico now to Smith, back to Rico, to Pacenti. Pacenti bringing it to the middle, back to Rico. Rico, the 28-foot line, but at the top of the key. Forward to Bulk, no, that's Smith. Smith, no good, rebound. That's Micah Yazzie with the rebound forward to Dosala. Back now to Micah Yazzie. Yazzie drives, puts it up, he's blocked. Blocked by Nelson, but he gets it back and puts it up and in for another 2 points. Micah Yazzie with another two. 59-45, 3 minutes left. Pacenti with the ball. As Dosala playing some defense there, but now it goes to Rico. To Nelson, to Smith. Smith, three-point shot. That's exactly what they needed, and that is a Comfort Fit Dentures three-point shot. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide and iTalk1067.com. As the timeout didn't go as long as the minute it was given. However, ALCHESAY with the ball up, 59-48. That's Yazzie with the ball. Yazzie to Dosala. 20 seconds on the shot clock. As Pacenti's going to step out on Dosala. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. As it looks like the Falcons are content to try to run. As we're going to get Pacenti look to steal the ball. And they're going to call a foul on Pacenti. As that's going to put Bullcalf at the line to shoot two. And if you're a Roadrunner faithful, you did not like that call, as it's going to come over and be explained to Coach. As Cody Nakadena is going to check in for the Roadrunners. And Bullcalf's going to go to the line to shoot two. Don't forget, folks, we have our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, and as well as our Demers glass man of the game, as the first free throw by Bullcalf is no good. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left, 59-48. Second free throw is no good. Rebound, Roadrunners. Rebound is Guerrero. Guerrero forward to Rico. Rico now back to Guerrero. To Nelson. Back to Guerrero. Inside now to Nakadena. Out of bounds. Falcon ball, 59-48, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this ball game. Folks, coming to you Friday night. We'll be live Friday night high school basketball. As Yazzie with the ball, and Yazzie has it stolen, and Yazzie's going to be whistled for a foul. That's going to be the third team. And as we are going to have Friday night these same ALCHESAY Falcons taking on the Winslow Bulldogs from Winslow High School. Always love the hospitality you get at Winslow High School, and some pretty good basketball to go along with it. As a long forward pass to Dostala. Dostala puts it up and in, 61-48. Rico gets the ball. Rico's now driving it, and desperation time for the Roadrunners. As it goes inside, now it's going to go out to number 10. Number 10 is Guerrero. Guerrero puts it up, no good. Rebound, Micah Yazzie. As a minute 26 left, 61-48. Judah Yazzie with the ball, forward to Mason. Micah Yazzie with the ball. We're going to go straight into our post-game show, folks, as Yazzie drives. Yazzie puts up another and adds to his point total on the night, Micah Yazzie. Remember, don't go anywhere, folks. We have our Demers glass man of the game, as well as our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Need glass for your home or business. Demers Glass in Lakeside, 1-888-GLASSMAN. And Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, get your windshield repaired by the expert. As Holbrook misses off on a three-pointer, 63-48, as we're going to get a foul, and Yazzie's going to go to the line. Chance to add to his point total. As Coach Goklish rallying his troops, as Yazzie's going to go to the line. As his first free throw is good. And that gives him 25 on the night. As I think we know, folks, who our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game is going to be. We're going to try to get him to join us on the broadcast. As our Demers glass man of the game is going to be an easy one as well, I think, just by his play inside and outside. You could possibly look at Manny Rico for the Roadrunners and his play and his rebounding and off the glass, but we're probably going to look more towards one of the victorious teams, as that is Yazzie's 26th point on the night, and he's going to check out of the game as Nelson's going to inbound the ball. Nelson to Rico. 48 seconds left, 65-48. ALCHESAY on top, and this game was a lot closer, folks, than the score indicated, as Avery Young is going to be whistled for that foul, and that's still only going to be the fourth foul, so Holbrook will inbound with 43.6 seconds left. Inbound is to Rico. Rico puts up a three-point. That's going to be no good. It's not even going to grab any part of the structure, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Falcons ball. Nosey now with the ball. Nosey left, right. Gives it to Young. Back to Nosey. 26 seconds. There is less time on the shot than the game, so we can't end it. As we get a jump ball, as Nelson ripped it away, and they're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to go back to the Holbrook Roadrunners. Coach Goklish telling his team, no fouls, no fouls. The shot clock is now off with 22 seconds left. 17-point lead for the ALCHESAY Falcons. As again, we're going to go straight into our post-game show and give you our Demers glass man of the game. That's a three-point attempt by Guerrero. It's going to be no good, and we're going to whistle on the Falcons. That is going to be on... That's going to be on Tenejith. Siobhan Tenejith and Amari Nelson going to go to the line to shoot two. 15.6 seconds left. as again, we're hoping to be joined by our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. First free throw is good. Antonio looks down 16 with 15.6 seconds left. 65-49. Second free throw is no good. 13 seconds. Nosey with the ball. Nosey forward now to Edwards. Edwards, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. As Avery gets the ball, Avery Young, and rolls out the game. Our final tonight, 65-49 in favor of the ALCHESAY Falcons. We're going to go straight to our Deemer's Glass man of the game. Our Deemer's Glass man of the game tonight is going to be Max Antonio with 13 points on the night, as he's going to give us our Deemer's Glass man of the game. He's going to be our Deemer's Glass man of the game. I'm going to try to get our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game as well. And so our Deemer's Glass man of the game is going to be Max Antonio. But I am joined right now by our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. And number 30 for the ALCHESAY Falcons, Micah Yazzie with 26 points on the night.
Heck yeah.
But I'm guessing that more important than the points, you guys got the W.
Yes, sir. That's all I was looking for.
Holbrook is a very tough team, but you're in your house. It's senior night. And let's see, you are a senior.
Nah, I'm a junior.
Oh, so this is wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. I'm a junior.
So talk about what you did to support the seniors on their last game here.
I just took control of the game. Every time we needed a score, I was there. And I just wanted to get a bucket from my team so we could get this dub. I wanted my seniors to leave with the win. Yes, sir.
What did Coach Goklish, in that little bit of halftime you got, what did Coach Goklish tell you? Because you guys were down at that point. What did he tell you that blasted the second half and put you guys way ahead?
Told us to play hard D, and drive hard. That's when we started driving and we started getting our shots falling. Yeah.
Well, you were kind of silent in the first quarter.
Yeah.
The first quarter you only had 2, but you came out with 26. So talk about your play in the second half, especially that three-pointer you knocked down midway through the third quarter that just busted everything ahead.
Yeah, I just knew it was right, fitting the game. Yeah, I just shot it and knew it was good. Yeah, we needed that.
Okay. Micah, talk about somebody on your team that just showed up tonight to help you in your game.
Max is always there,
Max is our Deemer's Glass man of the game.
He's always there to help us.
So look at your fan section behind you. Give yourself a little as a player of the game. Micah, congratulations on the win.
Thank you
for joining us, and good luck the rest of the season. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Micah Yazzie, our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game, as you get our little section here, cheering him on. And we're going to go to our break. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airways, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airways is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.